Okay, great afternoon. I'm going to show you how I use two different tarot decks together. And so, what am I drinking? It's sparkling water with just a squeeze of the Mio in it. So, no, I'm not drinking alcohol. I don't do alcohol. I have never been a drinker. So it's not even a mocktail. I just have sparkling water with a little bit of flavoring to it. So how do we do it? Now today I'm going to use Lena's deck, okay, the One World Tarot, and I'm going to use my favorite, the Albana Weight deck, also called the White deck, okay. Why do I love this deck? I love the card stock of it. This is from 1968, so it's from the time when I graduated high school. So this was a very important deck to me during that time, okay. And I have this one. Now I did order another one that's going to be delivered today, because on my favorite decks, I do like to have a backup of that deck. So, that being said, let's go ahead and do the reading. Now I don't have a specific reading I'm doing here, so we're just going to pull cards, and I'll show you how I do this. I pull 5 cards. The first one is more like the past or going into it. The second card is like the present. The center is just, what this revolves around. The fourth card is the challenge, and the last card is a clarification, or kind of an outcome, or a clarification. So what we have here first, we're going to pull our first card. Now this is going to be the center row. I do 5 in the center, then 5 above and 5 beneath. So the center one, okay. So the first one is the past, about the unhappiness of the past. So this is your subject. The middle card is going to be your subject. This is the position of the past or going into it. So somebody that's just, not happy with circumstances, maybe resistant to change. Cups is again emotional. So emotionally, they just don't want to deal with whatever it is that's coming in, okay? I'm not happy. I'm miserable. Whatever you're presenting, I don't even want to see it. So, so what we have above it is judgment, okay? So in this case, this is somebody going into it that's judgmental and is just not going to be open to seeing anything except from a judgmental perspective. The foundation of it is, okay, somebody that probably wants wealth, okay, wants to be in control. So the pentacles are what's happening in daily life. Again, wanting to control daily life, wanting prosperity, wanting to control. So this is somebody who's judgmental, not happy. They don't get what they want out of life in the past. They wanted to be secure. They wanted to be somebody that's in control of their world, have money, etc., etc. And so above it, they're going to be judging and judgmental. So the second card we're doing is going to be what's happening now, the present. So the present, the subject is charging forward. Now the swords is what? Mental realm. So this is somebody that maybe makes rash choices. Somebody with, I see this as a rushing, as the mind spin. A lot of mental drama that's going on. The mind spin. So he's unhappy in the past, and now this is somebody that's in a lot of mind spin. So what's above it is wanting to, again, be in control, but the mind is ruling over him. This is somebody that's ruled by mind. They're stuck in their ideology, etc. And the foundation is, when it comes to their home. Now, I don't pull cards reversed. I should probably say that. So this could be either positive or it could be the negative. So we can look at both sides of the coin. The double-edged sword. This is somebody that wants to be in control of their home life, the actions that happen in there, okay? But of course, if they've got the revolving mind spin and they are domineering, it's probably not going to go well with their home life, okay? So that's what's going on now. The past, they've been judgmental. They want to control, again, they want to control finances going into it. Now their mind is racing. They're in this mental drama of wanting to control probably their household, etc. What's at the center of it? It's again revolving around wealth, prosperity, wanting to have the good things in life. That's what the whole thing is revolving around. So above it again, are we seeing a theme in this? Wanting to control all aspects of the family life. Okay? Wanting to have all the opportunities, the financial things, etc. The foundation is the wish-fulfilling card. Okay? This is the merchant, what he's selling, what he desires. I desire wealth. I desire riches. I desire the family life where he's in control of everything. Okay? So let's see what the challenge is. So the challenge is what? His relationship. Is that a surprise? Somebody like this, that they would have a challenge of a relationship. Somebody that's an obvious controller, unhappy, miserable, and wanting to control. How many times have we seen this type of thing play out, this type of scenario? So above it, we have somebody that rushes in to very quick actions. Okay, so this is somebody probably pretty hot-headed that makes rash choices, rash actions. And the foundation of it may be somebody that's very, uber religious, that type of dynamic. Man is the head of the household, etc. So we can see that whole dynamic playing out in this. Oh my goodness. And so let's see at the clarification or the outcome. This is somebody, again, that is mentally, as we've saw what's happening now, the same thing. This is about his mental inability to be flexible. Just somebody that, this is my way, this is it, this is where I'm at. Above it, it's about his past, okay? It's not only his past, it's also what's happening now. The mental spin, the drama, okay? And the foundation of it is the strength. The strength of his past is ruling what's going on now with his relationship, okay? So then we're going to look at what's going on underneath of it. This is where he's hung up, overturned. When it comes to, what is that again? We had that in the center of everything, being able to have the wealth, being surrounded by it. That he's tried to work on this, but maybe he's not being honest with himself. We got a bit of fishtails here, okay? And he's wanting to get to what? Calmer waters. Mentally, he's wanting to move, but what? He's in delusion, okay? He's not looking at things realistically. Somebody that's in a lot of mental pain, and he wants to have some new action, some offerings, okay? So we see where this is going. So if we go under this, again, we're going to pull out the major arcana and see what's fueling things under the surface. The major arcana is what? Being hung up, stymied, and being in illusion. Not seeing realistically. That's his driving force. Okay? So we're going to go back to our cards that we pulled from here. Our major arcana. Above it, he's judgmental. Okay? The foundation is he's uber religious. Okay? Not in a beneficial way, and that's the strength. That's what's holding him. That's what's, and it doesn't mean that he's got a strength. It could mean that this is ruling over him, that this is this judgmentalism and this uber Christian view that's in a slanted thing is too strong. He is not finding his way out of this, okay? Because don't forget, that was under just his mental being stuck in this mentality. So we're going to look at he wants to control, be prosperous over the family dynamic, okay? This is it. This is where he wants to be. He wants to have his wishes fulfilled, the merchant, but we're looking, the difficulty is his past. He's not able to overcome. Because why? He's got a revolving mind spin that's going on, that's ruling. What, when it comes to the family dynamic, the actions at home, and his impulsivity, okay? So you see how we do that. The cards in the center are going to be telling the tale of what we're speaking about. In the past, his unhappiness, the present, the mind spin, the center of it, wanting to have this cushy life. The challenge is his ability to be with his significant other, and the clarification is about, again, his mental just holding on to this, and it doesn't necessarily mean he's in control of his mind, but just that in this case, this is somebody that's just stuck and not open to hearing anything, okay? He's not ruling over the mind. In this case, mind is ruling him. And so he is really stuck. Maybe the way he was brought up, okay? We'd have to look at that, but just really stuck when it comes to moving forward. An unhappy person that's not open to hearing anything, and then wonders why he's in the position he's in. Gee, I don't know. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and I hope it's helped to open some things for you in doing your readings. Now, this is just my style of reading. This is the Lady G Tarot style of how I use the cards. Now, you can do the middle section either using the tarot. I wanted to see it, the tarot this time. Or you could use a deck of Lenormand. Okay. You can use a deck of Lenormand as for your middle, what you're reading on. Again, past or going into this, what's happening now, what's at the center of it, the challenge, and the clarification. Okay? So, whichever you choose to use works well. Now, I was doing other styles of reading, but I've kind of really settled into this one. Sometimes I will also use a Kipper deck, okay? And you could do the same thing with that. You could use a Kipper deck. Well, you pull one card here, and this is a past. We have a marriage, so a union. So let's say we were doing it with the One World Tarot. It would be a marriage with difficulties. Okay? We see we have a marriage with difficulties. Nightmare. So this is one that's not going well. Now, it could be, again, a marriage. Could be that you're physically married, or it could be somebody that you are in relationship with or business with, anyone that you have this connection with. So we see above it would be these opportunities and what's coming, the message of daily life, okay, which in this case doesn't look to be happy, the daily happenings, and underneath of it we have some wish fulfilling desires that are being pushed. So again, maybe we have somebody that's a bit toxic. Now, if we exchange that One World Tarot card, but we could also do a secondary card with this if we wanted to get more in depth. What's the nightmare about? Their path. Okay, so this could be also, if we took this out and we were just doing the Lenormand, this is a marriage about the long-term path together. Okay, and about the daily life and the desires and things that are wanted. Now, if we added this, we could add this, if you want to get really in depth, that we have somebody that's really mentally not happy with the path and the way that life is, the way that the life experience together is proceeding, okay? Somebody that's really not happy with it. So we'll go to a second card. This is what's happening now. We say thoughts. So what about the thoughts? We have, if we do the tarot, it's about temperance. Tempering maybe some of the thoughts. Maybe they could be a little too cool. Try to balance. This is at the heart of it, the tempering. Tempering of stuff at the heart of it. Above it, yeah, trying to get away with things. Or it could be also the mental takeaway, what you can take and what you leave there. And the foundation is being out in the cold. Okay? So if we put this together, we have somebody, again, that's having the wish-fulfilling things, the desires, but they're out in the cold. Okay? We have the thoughts about the marriage. We have somebody that's kind of having a little bit of a nightmare scenario with the path the way it's going, that things are tempered at the heart of it. So maybe things are just, it's not going the way they thought. Maybe they thought it was going to be successful or something. We have the message of the daily life and the takeaway or the theft of things. So this could be, hopefully they're not with somebody that's a thief. Okay. Could be somebody that's a thief, has gone to jail, they're out in the cold. That could be as well. You have to find the background of the people. But it also could be at the heart tempering and trying to gravitate to whatever takeaway that you can have with this when it comes to maybe things kind of cooled off. So at the center of it, we see that there was the occupation. What's being worked at. And we have, say somebody, it's abuse. They're in an abusive difficulty. They work with somebody that's just very hard to deal with. Okay? Somebody that's crafty, somebody that's a liar, somebody that's, okay? Above it, we've got things that are being held on to. Maybe it could be taking of some money, and underneath of it we have somebody that's could be sometimes they see this as somebody that's in rulership that you have to go to for advice, but this is somebody not to be trusted. Okay, so they are trying to hold on to what they can. Maybe it's somebody that kind of withholds funds or just is out for the money. They're holding on to it. And so you're not having good success in your occupation as well. So you see how these things play together, how you can add these things. If you want more information than what you have on the surface, you can add more cards and dig into it a little more. So I'm going to leave this here. I hope people have gotten something from this. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you online.